Hello everyone, welcome back to Soul Path Guided Tarot. For a yes or no, pick a card. We will ask why or why not and get some clarity from Spirit. For those of you who have inquired on personal readings, thank you, and my contact information is in the description box below, along with the timestamps, okay? And stay tuned for the way that you can enter the free reading that I give away every single month. It's about 45 to 60 minutes long, and I pull a name at random during the new moon, okay? All right, so let's get started. Today we have 6 different groups. Today I'm using some of my malas. I love malas. I wear them. I meditate with them. I love them. So I have quite a collection of them that I've amassed over the years. So let's see what we have today. First one is Sodalite. This is group 1. This one does have a variety of shades and dimension to it. Okay. Group 2, Clear Quartz. Group 3, this is your Malachite. Group 4, this is Apatite. Group 5, this is Amazonite. And for you, group 6, this is Aquamarine. All right, so you have 6 choices. 1, Sodalite. 2, Clear Quartz. 3, Malachite. 4, Apatite. 5, Amazonite. 6, Aquamarine. So let's take a couple of moments and take a few deep breaths. Center ourselves, find that neutral point, that point of neutrality within us all. Close your eyes and choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll begin. Hi, group 1, this is your choice. This is a Sodalite. Perhaps you love blue. Perhaps you're really feeling your emotions these days. Resonates with Archangel Michael. All right. Maybe you're thinking about your dreams. Neptune, the blue planet, it's all about dreams. All right, so let's start with tarot. We'll take what flips out. Okay, only take what resonates for this general read. First card out, Queen of Swords. Libra energy. Ooh, look at that flying out. Okay, 4 of Swords, but it's in reverse. So a lot of air energy already, right? So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Chariot, Cancer energy coming through. Guess you one more card. 5 of Swords and the Page of Cups. They came out together. All right, so let's look at this for you, group 1. All right, so for group 1, what I'm getting right away is there's some lingering pain. There's a lot of repeating thoughts, a lot of recurring thoughts, kind of playing the same conversations and situations over and over again from something that happened in your past. And many of you are really trying to move on from that, okay? So right, we've got Major Arcana with the Chariot coming through, Cancer energy. This is a really strong card about overcoming something, right? Maintaining such will and perseverance that you're bound and determined to overcome the pain and some of the things that you've had to experience in the past that have had a pretty lasting effect on you. Because here we have, and I'm getting a high pitch ring in my left ear already. So here we have the 5 of Swords with the Queen of Swords. So this is definitely the experiences that you've had that have had some kind of long-term effect on your overall, the way you see yourself, the way you perceive yourself, okay? Kind of taking in the things that have been said and done to you that were hurtful, difficult, and painful, and them having this lasting effect that you're really trying to release. And you've got the Queen of Swords here, so strong Libra energy coming through, saying that it's really important for you to be able to truly move on and move into something that's going to be a much better circumstance for you, a much better outcome for you, a much more feasible, a viable situation for you. And that you just need to shut down a little bit of the overanalysis. Just take some of those key learnings, okay? We always learn something from something that was difficult or painful. If we can kind of clear away the fog, right, we can always find that gem or two that kind of helps us to move forward, so we don't get stuck in the same relationship, situation, same kind of a pattern over and over again, okay? So asking for you to be able to balance and glean through the pile, pick out those pearls of wisdom to help you overcome, because there is something really very positive coming towards you, something very much in alignment with what's best for you going forward. And for some of you, it's going to be a relationship, okay? For some of you, it's going to be someone who has a very youthful presence about them. They're a lot of fun. They're lighthearted. They're not angry. They're not heavily bagged down with baggage. It's about a love that can grow and blossom. And you've got the Four of Swords here, which typically looks like this. But here you have it in reverse, right? So this is you coming out of whatever was difficult in the past. And when you see these two cards together, it's great, because this is, I'm coming out of that. I'm finally starting to heal. And I'm open to this new opportunity, this new person, this new relationship, this new idea I have, this new way of presenting myself, accepting myself, loving myself. Because the Page of Cups, this is like you're open, right? You have kind of a sort of like a beginner's mind that you'll just kind of go with it. You'll be in that flow. And that's what's beautiful about the Cancer energy, right? It's very much the Chariot energy. That's a very divine, like I'm going to not resist. What does resist mean? I'm going to push back. I'm going to hang on. So we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to let it go. And so for some of you, whatever was lingering from your past experiences, you know, that is going to move through you sooner than later. All right. Wow. And as I say that, look what flips out immediately: transformation. When we go through situations like that, we transform, because with each situation, with each experience, with each relationship, regardless of how they've turned out, but especially those who have had an effect on us that has left us with a lot to think about, a lot to kind of lament about, things that we wonder, did I make a mistake? Was I doing the right thing? Was this right for me? We always transform. We always grow. Okay, so it's never the wrong thing that happened. I always used to say to my kids, a mistake is okay as long as you learn something from it, right? Then it was intended. The universe wanted us to experience it. And even when it's difficult and painful, that is sometimes the case. So through this transformation, it's going to help you to move on. As you move on and step forward in your journey, you're going to continue to transform and grow into something that you've not yet even really envisioned for yourself, for some of you, okay? For some of you, you're feeling a little bit lost and uncertain, bottom of the deck, but there's real potential for you, okay? In what it is that you're asking about, in what it is that you want to move into. A relationship for some of you, right? This new Page of Cups with that someone who's got that really lighthearted, beautiful, youthful energy. There's real potential for you to move on into something that's going to uncover some real opportunities for you that you haven't envisioned for yourself. All right, let's see what else do we have for your angel spirits and guides. All right, and then look what flipped out for you. Jeweled web, connectivity, number 32, which reduces to 5, okay? So here we have the 5 of swords, and then we have 5, so 55. So overcoming what you've been through, okay? Overcoming those things that have been so difficult, so challenging, so painful, so wrought with anxiety and a whole host of unempowered emotions. And you have connectivity, which means you're never separated, right? It's asking you to feel into the energy around you. Take your focus off getting like to anywhere specific, that you have something specific in mind, and just kind of experiencing what comes to pass and being open as you move to the next phases, because there's going to be a lot of potential. And as we transform, you know, we don't always want the same thing. Maybe what we want today isn't the same thing that we're going to want, or the same person we're going to want, or the same outcome we're going to want in 6 months. So that's kind of that chariot energy. I was talking about that feminine Cancer energy coming through. We just flow with it. We're not in resistance. And as we transform, we realize that there's this great connectivity within the universe to help us transition through and transcend the difficult times and realize some untapped potential. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? Got a couple cards here. Your first one is milestone, number 6. So yes, as you move through this, as you continue to move towards the thing that's really right for you, because the reason this didn't work out is because it wasn't in alignment with you, right? Number 6 is about harmony. Number 6 is about balance. Number 6 is about the heart. Well, we reach that milestone when we're in alignment with what's meant for us, and spirit comes in and disrupts those things that we're not in alignment with. So for some of you, this was about a relationship. You thought there was going to be a long-term commitment. This is making me feel very much wedding vibes. For some of you, you're asking, will I ever find that person? I'm kind of moving along through life, and I'm now ready to make that commitment and settle down long-term with someone, whether it be through traditional a wedding or not. Okay, hitting that milestone. For some of you, spirit is saying, don't be so focused on, I'm this age now, so I really need to hit this milestone, whether it be something like a commitment in a relationship, owning a home, having some kind of a career, some kind of finance, hitting some kind of pinnacle within your life. Just go with that flow, right? And then you have consciousness, present power, and spirit's asking you to stay in that present moment, because that's where we can have a lot of clarity on what's next for us, where we go, and the way in which we get there. So for many of you, all of this sword energy is a little bit of a reminder from spirit that there's just too much going on in the thinking mind. There's just too much worry, concern, analysis, too much thinking and overthinking. Sorry about that. I had to deal with my barking dogs. Okay, someone's at the door. So Spirit's asking you to make a commitment as you transform into this higher level of consciousness, where you're in that present moment and you're moving through what the universe brings you, to stay true to yourself, to stay open, okay, to realize that you deserve much more than what you had in that last situation, that this was kind of a teaching moment for you. And sometimes those teaching moments are hard, but there is some kind of kindred partnership for you, some kind of long-term relationship, or something that sets you up to feel a lot of peace in your life. And I keep hearing the word deserving and a lot of happiness and success for this group. All right, angel, spirits, and guides. The altar priestess, preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. So some of you have been waiting for this for a long time. Some of you are wondering, why aren't things coming to fruition? And the camel boy, small steps, asking for help. So I love this card because it comes with the number 33, and that is about communicating, and it's about freedom. So with each small step that we take, we move towards a state of freedom. Freedom from the past, freedom from the things that have kept us from growing, freedom from the pain that we've experienced, freedom from the way we've limited ourselves, moving into asking for help, which is communicating. How do you communicate to the people around you? How do you communicate to the divine? How do you communicate with yourself? Because, the way you communicate, that creates an energetic frequency around you. So if it's with fear or hesitation or doubt, that's the environment that's going to be surrounding you. If it's with anticipation, positive expectation, and a sense of excitement, if you will, about what's to come, that's what you are surrounded by. Trust your faith, dive into the unfolding journey. What is your faith asking of you? Okay, so this is what we're talking about here, this journey moving forward, the Cancer energy, the transformation, the potential, the connectivity. Okay, this is what Spirit is asking you. Trust that you're on that path, that you're going to get there, that it's unknown, that it's unclear, but as we go forward, as we prepare, as we take our small steps and ask for help, it all becomes clear. It all becomes very apparent. And then 24, anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. What is your discomfort trying to free you from? Okay, so we talked about freedom with the number 33 that came up, and we talked about all of this sword energy that's here within all of these cards. Okay, and that sword energy for some of you is really about the way you are limiting yourself just by the way you see yourself, think about yourself, the things you say to yourself, what you see in the mirror. All right, let's see, what else do we have? Insight opens the third eye to strengthen your intuition. Yeah, so Spirit always comes in when there's a lot of sword energy, when there's a lot of air energy, which is, again, about constantly thinking, analyzing, mentating, that sort of thing, to open your third eye to look within. Okay, I'm actually surprised that the High Priestess isn't here, but we do have Cancer energy, which is a very insightful energy. So this is Spirit saying that to find a little bit of relief from the worry of the unknown, of the uncertainty, to go within, right? To work on that third eye, to go within to find the insight. And that way you're going to be able to move a little bit more comfortably through what you're going through, what you're moving towards, the unknown and the unexpected. Okay? All right, so group 1. Right now this is a no. So there you go. There's your no. If for some reason you were hoping for a yes, there is a lot of potential here for you to move into something where you can turn the no into a yes. But there's a little bit of work that needs to be done on the inside, and that is the way you see yourself and by staying in the present moment. Because when we have a lot of sword energy, we're not in the present moment. We're in the past, we're in the future. And the present moment is where we find that point of neutrality within us, okay? That point of being centered, the point at which clarity comes through and we understand maybe why something happened, or we let go of the desire or the need to know why it happened and just understand that it happened, take those pearls of wisdom and then move forward. All right? So if something resonated or some aspect made sense, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading. They're upwards of 60 minutes. If you're interested, in the comment section, write I enter, and please make sure you're subscribed. As you go forward, I wish you much peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi, group 2. This is your choice. This is clear quartz mala. I'll put that there for you. All right, so for those of you who are new, I take what flips out. We're going to start with tarot today. This is general read, so just take what resonates. 2 of Cups, Page of Wands, the Magician, Mercury energy coming in. The High Priestess, wow. And the Tower. Okay, so for group 2, I always, when this card shows up, we bring this up first, but I'm going to bring it up with this. For some of you, there's been a lot of fear that something is not going to make it the long haul, that something's not going to turn out the way you hope, that a relationship that you want isn't going to evolve to the next level. You know, will that ultimate commitment be made to each other? Will you be able to withstand the trials and tribulations? Will you be able to withstand the challenges in the economy with regard to a job? Will you be able to make it as you try and start something on your own? Some of you have kind of been a little brave and tried to start some kind of, I'm seeing something like on the side, but it's actually taking a lot of your time up. So something that you want really badly, because the Two of Cups is either asking about a relationship, or it is about, can I bring to reality, can I manifest that thing I really, really want, okay? And there's a lot of fear that you're not going to be able to withstand the test of time, the things that are going through process right now. For some of you that are trying to do something, that this relationship, you really want it to last and it's not going to. There's just some fear that's here, okay? There's some worry, there's concerns about what's going on here. So those two cards kind of flank the spread here. But what I love is that you have the Magician in the beginning, which, look at the face on this Magician. This Magician is so intent, so focused, so determined, like, no matter what happens, I will persevere. No matter what gets thrown at me, I will make it all work out. I have everything within me. And what I love is that the High Priestess is right next to this. So this is, I have all the tools within me. I can work all the elements. I can alchemize all the energy. I have the inner knowing. I have the understanding, because the High Priestess is here, meaning that you're really listening to your intuition. For some of you, you're really listening to your guides. For some of you, you're really connecting to that higher power, right? You're connecting to that awareness and that awakening that you've experienced. For something that's going to be amazing, for some situation that's going to really turn out. And I love this energy because it's youthful energy of, I can see it coming to me. I understand it's all going to happen. It's not mired down with the fears of years of disappointment and setbacks and different things that have kind of knocked you off your path. Okay. So this is, I'm open, I'm willing, I'm expecting, I'm excited, I'm inspired, right? And I can do it, and I can have it, and I can make it happen. But Spirit's saying you kind of have to have that fool mentality of taking that step, taking that leap. Don't let the fear hold you back. Don't let the fear keep you stuck. Okay. Because some of you are afraid to really commit to that relationship, or commit to that next thing, or take that next step, because you're just afraid that this Tower is going to come back into your life again. And then you have treasures hidden in the shadows, will o' the wisp. Yeah, so sometimes the unknown, the unexpected will bring forth a lot of hidden blessings, treasures, unexpected wins, gifts that we weren't expecting. And if we don't take that leap, if we don't act like the fool and just say, I'm going to go for it, or I'm going to trust, or I'm not going to worry about it, or I'm not going to fret about it, you know, I'm just going to kind of flow into it. I'm going to go with it. This is Spirit saying, this relationship or this thing you're trying to bring into your life, you are on this path where things are going to come into your awareness, into your actual physical awareness. You will have this epiphany. This will be like this profound shift of thoughts, of the way you see things, that occur only when you like take that risk, right? Take the detour that you weren't expecting. And that's why I said they were showing me the Fool kind of embody that Fool energy. But this is the time to really trust, right? So that's why you have the Magician here and the High Priestess. Okay, and you will learn a lot in this process. You'll learn a lot about yourself. You'll learn a lot about manifesting. You'll learn a lot about different people and how to interact with different types of people. And you will find success, the hidden treasures, right? It will have a successful outcome. But without the trusting, we can really get into a situation where we're stuck and we don't take any chances, or we don't step forward because we're afraid. And then you have the River Queen. Flow, letting go, natural movement. That's perfect for what we're talking about, right? That Fool goes forward. He lets go of the fear. He lets go of the worry of the unknown. He lets go of the limitations of the past, of the people around him. And then you have the Web Weaver, synchronicity, divine intelligence, cause and effect. So this is yet another message from Spirit asking you to pay attention to the different things that happen to you, right? As the Magician, when we create, when we manifest, there's a lot of synchronicities in our life. There's a lot of things that line up and you say, whoa, where did that come from? Or, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. Or I keep seeing that same phrase, or I keep hearing that same song, or I keep seeing those same numbers, okay? There's all kinds of synchronicities that are created from this Magician following the intuition, having the initiative and the tools to follow and not fear what it is that you want with this Two of Cups, what that represents to you. And conflict. So here we have the number 4 and 444. So some of you may have had a lot of conflict in your relationship, in the home environment, in anything where you felt stable and now you're not. Okay, and that's where that Tower moment has come in. Some of you have some inner conflict about how to move forward. Can you move forward? Can you trust yourself? Can you trust others? Can you trust the universe? Okay, so this is just another reminder from Spirit that there's always going to be conflict in this life, okay? There's always going to be challenges in this life. But it's up to us to see the synchronicities, look for the hidden treasures, flow and let go of the things that aren't empowering us, right? And focus on the Magician and the High Priestess. I mean, you can't get two better cards when it comes to creating something that you want to experience in this lifetime, right? You are the joy seeker. What little victories can you celebrate? And here's another number 4. So when you see 444, those 3 numbers together, that is a reminder from the divine to continue on your path, to trust that you're on the right path, and to continue on. And then you have number 29, deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? And we've talked about the fear quite a bit here. So here we have 29, which reduces to 11. We have the number 1 for the Magician. So 111, we talked about synchronicities, that's listed here. It's a lot about going within to follow your true path, to follow what you're supposed to experience. And if there is a lot of difficulty, if there is a lot of trauma, if there is a lot of failure, if there is a lot of things, synchronicities that give you some kind of feeling like, I just don't think this is it, then Spirit is asking you to listen to that. Pay attention to that inner conflict, okay? Trust yourself as you move forward. You will actually understand and get clarity on how to move forward to have success. All right, angel spirits and guides. Achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. And Tree of Life, true wisdom and making good choices in life. Yeah, so do you see how when you follow this inner guidance, right, and the synchronicities from Spirit, things kind of work out because you use the wisdom to make good choices based on what you know is right, what you feel into something. And we win an award, an achievement, a contract with a person, with a situation, with something. It's about winning. And here we have success. Okay, so this is obviously a yes for you, group 2. If there's some aspect that you liked, please like and subscribe. Every month at the new moon, I give away a free reading upwards of 60 minutes. If you're interested, please in the comment section write I enter and make sure you're subscribed. As you go forward, I wish you peace and harmony. Namaste. Hi, group 3. This is your choice. This is the Malachite Mala. I've used this one a lot over the years. Okay, it's great for heart healing. Wow, okay. So this just came flying out before I got to say anything. So we're going to start with tarot. We'll take what flips out, okay? This is a general read. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, the cards are really jumping. So let's see what we have here. King of Cups, Knight of Wheels. All right. Eight of Cups. Seven of Cups with the Six of Wheels. Okay, so the Wheels is Pentacles. Okay, we have quite a bit of Pentacles here. So Six of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. So this is obviously Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Then we've got a lot of Cups energy. King of Cups, Eight of Cups, Seven of Cups. Okay, this is our emotions. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, and what's interesting is the Pentacles, this is your earth energy. Cups obviously is your water energy. Both of those are divine feminine energies, okay? Both of those are about being in flow, about moving with what's you're supposed to, because the universe is trying to bring you something. So what I'm seeing here is definitely a restoration of balance. Because you've got the Six of Wheels, which is about restoring balance, coming back to some kind of harmony, equal give and take. Okay, so more balanced in that you're not always the one on the giving end without receiving. Okay, you've left that kind of stuff. So I'm getting right away that for some of you, you have started to stand up for yourself, and you've started to speak up for yourselves, or you've started to take action to not only protect yourself, but to, and it's not like protect necessarily from anything like physical. I mean, it can be for someone here, but that's not what I'm getting from this. I'm getting it's like to protect yourselves from the narcissists, the people who are draining, the energy vampires, that sort of thing, and restoring some kind of balance, right? Where there's, it's like you can finally take a really deep breath. There's no anxiety, there's no fear. And you've had to kind of shake it out a little bit and see, you know, what's right for you. And you've got some things to consider, and you haven't had it all completely figured out yet, but you're moving in such a positive direction. And look at these cards over here. So you've got two core cards here, and this is about you moving into something, or moving into a scenario with people, or a situation where there's going to be something that's out there for you, or someone that's out there for you, and you're going to just find it easy. You're going to find it brings you a lot of happiness. You're going to find it brings you a lot of harmony, a sense of comfort and ease that you've not had for a long time. And for some of you, it's going to bring a real sense of abundance into your life. So abundance of security in what? Maybe it's a relationship for you. Maybe it's in you feeling confident in yourself. Maybe it's you finding your own footing. Okay. For some of you, it's definitely going to be about money and a career, right? Moving into something where this is more in resonance with what you should be doing instead of doing jobs that you haven't wanted. But this is a lot about coming to a place of abundance in a lot of aspects of your life. So a lot of times when we start to feel more secure in who we are, start to stand up for ourselves, start to believe in ourselves, start to be open to things that are right for us, the world kind of opens up for us, right? Things that we never thought we'd have a shot at, it comes into our life. A person, an opportunity, a job, a financial opportunity, but you're going to have different things that is going to come into your life, good things that are going to come into your life that are going to be more heart-centered, okay? So be open, stay looking, looking for them, expect them. I just heard expect miracles. And miracles don't have to be epic and huge. They can be small miracles too. And then stars in the sky, limitless possibility. And 51 reduces to 6. It's just amazing confirmation of what we were just talking about, that there are possibilities for you. They are limitless. When you shift into different energy of, I'm not going to think and overthink and fear and worry and spend so much time in the possible future and speculation that we miss out on the present moment, which is where when we are connected and when we are in alignment, like in this card, everything starts to flow and we have limitless possibility. And the first thing that I said when we opened this up is I feel like you're in flow. And then you have that. All right, let's see what else we have. And yet another number 6. If you're seeing a lot of 6s, or maybe you have a birthday in June, or the 6 is important to you, but 6 is a significant number for this group. And Spirit is asking you to be open to what? To the limitless possibilities that are coming your way. And find joy in each one of those things, big or small. We talked about miracles. Are they big? Are they small? Expect them all, right? Find delight in that thing. When we find happiness, when we find any kind of joy, when we find any kind of things that we can focus on that are positive, it just brings us more of that. Okay? All right. The High Lady of love and compassion, reverence, kindness, and consideration. Yeah, for some of you, this is a new beginning with a relationship with someone who embodies this King of Cup energy. They don't have to be a water sign, but somewhere within them, they're very open-hearted, they're loving, they're kind, they're supportive, they're giving, right? They're not always taking. They genuinely care about you. Kindness, okay? Have a reverence for your overall well-being. They're considerate of you. And this is about a new beginning for many of you. And then you have the Hawk Prince. Oh my gosh, here's another 11. So here's 111, and this is a 1. So 11, 11, 111. Spirit communication, pay attention. Yeah, Spirit's going to guide you on this journey of this limitless possibilities. Spirit is asking you to be open because there's so much for you coming forward towards you. And then you have the Chess Queen. Trust, strategizing. So this is trusting the process, trusting yourself, okay? Trusting this new flow that you're in. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have for group 3? Group 3, please. Yes or no? Great achievement. And here's another number 1. There will be a lot of wins in this relationship, in this next phase in your life, in the next thing that you take on, because you are moving on. You have moved on. But again, we have a lot of 1s here about beginnings. We have the number 11, which is, that's the path we're all supposed to be on, right? That's the right path for us. This is about moving into really powerful cards. These court cards mean someone, something in your energy, in your life is going to have an impact on you, and you're going to embody this energy with that person, this situation, for limitless possibilities, okay? A lot of new coming into your life. Angel, spirits, and guidance. I thought that one flipped. There we go. 21, great awakening. Walk in your truth, stand firm in your light. How can you trust yourself more? Yeah, and we have trust here. So for some of you, you haven't trusted yourself. You haven't trusted your ability to make decisions, to know what is right for you, right? To think on your own, to not be heavily influenced by others. And that's changing, right? It's changing. Part of this flow for you is this awakening, this greater awareness, walking in your truth and standing firm in your light. We talked about, standing up for yourself, being with people who give, not just the takers and the energy drainers. All right, angels, spirits, and guides. What else do we have? Goddess healing feminine energy. Okay, we just talked about this. This is the feminine energy. The pentacles, the wheels, that's earth energy. The cups, that's earth, and that's water energy. That's all feminine energy. It's healing. Embody this energy. Does not matter what your gender is. We all have this. This is healing. This is moving with the flow. And look what else is underneath that. Time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. Yes. Beautiful. And the card underneath that, happy love, joyful, stable partnerships, and good friends. All right. So a very, very nice yes for you, group 3. Very positive energy, beautiful flow, big shifts in awareness. A lot of you, spiritual growth that you've kind of gotten a handle on that. You understand it a little bit more every day. I mean, that's like a never-ending journey. But very positive yes for you, group 3. So if something resonates, or you like some aspect, please like and subscribe. Every month at the new moon, I give away a free reading, upwards of 60 minutes. If you're interested, please hit the like and the subscribe button, and in the comment section, write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi, group 4. This is your choice. This is apatite. Beautiful shades of blue. This is an amazing stone for healing the physical body, emotional body, just healing in general. Really beautiful. All right, so we're going to start with tarot with the general read. We're only going to take what flips out and just take what resonates. Well, there those go. All right, 6 of Swords, 4 of Cups, Justice. So we got some air energy coming through already. Okay, lots of air energy. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. Okay. So we have a lot of air energy, right? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sagittarius energy here with Temperance, 4 of Cups. So we've got your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. All right, so there's kind of a interesting message here. Both Temperance and Justice, even though they're very different cards, carry very different energy, right? One is Sagittarian, so this is a fire energy, this is an air energy. But both of these are very much about restoring some kind of equanimity, balance, equilibrium. Something hasn't been in flow. Something's been disruptive in your life. Something has been challenging. There's been too many things for too long that just fall apart or don't work out, okay? There's just too much going on with things not being in alignment, okay? And because of that, there's this sense of not wanting to try anymore, not willing to believe anymore, losing faith, losing trust, not being able to get yourself up once more, not able to feel into it, not able to psych yourself up for anything, not believing in yourself, not loving yourself, not trusting another relationship, just this feeling of disconnect, disinterest, okay? And what Spirit is saying is that there is going to be this movement into better energy for you that is in more flow, is in more equilibrium, because the 6 of Swords is here, and that is about the universe is going to, actually comes in and provides you with an opportunity to accept energy to move into something better, realizing that the things that you've experienced have got you kind of in this stuck energy, this trapped energy. And it's like you say, I've been doing all these things and I'm working on all this stuff and nothing's ever happening. But that's because there's something deep within that needs to be healed or released or acknowledged. Okay. So maybe a little bit of looking at some of those old fears or old wounds that maybe need to be acknowledged. Okay. We don't need to live in that and exist in it 24/7, but we can't ignore it anymore. Spirit doesn't allow it. So spirit is going to come in to help you move and shift, and they're asking you to see things differently, to be open, okay? Not to come into this new energy with the old experiences, the old feelings. There's a lot of lack mentality here, like, and it's so hard to explain in these short general reads. But when we feel lack of something in our life, no matter what it is, love, money, peace, health, whatever it is, okay? When we feel lack or we feel lost, we can do a lot of things in the day-to-day to try and change our energy. But until we kind of dive in and really bring that to the surface and then have a conversation with it, deal with it a little bit, we're kind of going to keep kind of stuck in this Four of Cups. So that's why Spirit is coming in and saying, we're asking you to accept this energy. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Okay, so right away, the number 14 reduces to 5. It's about challenges. And they're saying experience life as it comes, meaning no preconceived notions. Don't think about where you've been and how it was then and how it could be like that again. Don't think about, oh my gosh, what if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? What if I experience this? What if I don't experience this? What if things never change? Okay, because that keeps us in that Four of Cups. They're asking you to come through with a clear slate, right? Really try to allow yourself to live in that present moment and be open, because here there's 2 cards, right? This is in traditional tarot, the spirit is on the boat ferrying, the 2 people into something better, more suited for them, more in alignment with them. This is that same kind of energy coming through. Look how narrow this path is. Cannot see on either side, right? Unknown, very narrow path. This is the narrow path of present moment. This is the narrow path of experiencing life as it comes, to overcome, to alchemize, to be open. And then you have the number 4, caterpillar, opportunity. So this is you claiming your independence. And that doesn't mean you have to go it alone in life, but independent thoughts, your own thoughts, not those that have been cast upon you. Okay? Start to connect with yourself. Start to dig into, what do you feel? What do you really acknowledge? What do you really see? And from there, you're going to have different ways of seeing things, because your perspective is wider. It's like casting a wider lens. And from there, we see opportunities that we never saw before. So we've got Cancer and Taurus coming through with these cards. Lady of Lightning, surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. Unbelievable the way that card came out. It's exactly in alignment, exactly what we're talking about. Amazing. And then the River Queen, flow, letting go, and natural movement. Number 35, number 36. So synchronicity from spirit, recognizing, asking you, let me look at, this card and this card are very similar. Staying in that present moment, experience life as it comes along. We see opportunities, sometimes shocking, because we're in such a shift in our life. It surprises us, and we continue to flow and let go and move into what? Balance. Okay? So really synchronistic cards. Always synchronistic cards from Spirit. Angel, spirits, and guides. What else do we have, please, for group 4? Yeah, stillness. So going into the stillness, this is Cancer energy coming through. Using your intuition, connecting with your emotions, quieting the outside noise. Very important, so that we can stay on this path that Spirit is bringing forward. And abundance is at the bottom of the deck. So perhaps it's abundance in financial situations. Sometimes it's abundance in love and emotional situations. But abundance, regardless of what it means to you, is always occurring when there's a point of balance, right? The infinity sign is always used in metaphysics, in spirituality. Why? Because that point in the middle, that is where we find clarity, peace, understanding, knowing. Midas touch, things are working out in your favor. In what ways are you abundant right now? So that's twice we have abundance, right? Twice. So Spirit is saying that with this shift, with this rebalance, with this new flow, you're going to have a lot of abundance in your life. We all see abundance differently. Look at that. Great gratitude for consciousness. When we move like this, when we embrace these energies, we up-level our consciousness. We find so much to be grateful for. Okay? Great gratitude is gratitude in all of its forms, in any size, for anything. Gratitude breeds gratitude. Gratitude breeds abundance. Okay? In the state of gratitude, a consciousness of gratitude, we find much abundance in many forms in this lifetime. I know when we are in a rough spot, it is almost impossible to believe that sometimes, but it does happen. 3 rays of light, Awen, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. And here we have justice and temperance. And then on target, follow your ideal path. And bottom of the deck, perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. So great, positive reading. Very, it's like something I would get excited about if I was watching this reading. I'm getting excited just kind of seeing the energy. When things are very synchronistic in the cards, it's a very strong message that comes through. And for those of you who are going to embrace this and allow this, I mean, I would expect really positive, beautiful shifts, sometimes surprising and sometimes shocking, right? Which I love. I love the shock and awe moments. They give me great joy. I just absolutely love it. Okay, so that's what I have for you. If something resonates, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading at the new moon, upwards of 60 minutes. If you're interested, please write I enter in the comment section and just be a subscriber. As you go forward, I wish you peace and happiness. Namaste. Hi, Group 5. This is your Amazonite Mala. It's a beautiful stone of our healing, dealing with emotional things. It's really beautiful energy. All right. So general read, I take what flips. So because it's general, don't try and force anything. Just take what resonates. Judgment. The moon. Wow, 2 major arcana. Wow. Okay, 4 of wands. Beautiful. 9 of wands. Okay. Let's get one more for you. Queen of wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Okay, so a lot of major arcana here with a court card. So Judgment, the Moon, and the Hermit. Major arcana, court card of Queen of Wands, and then 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Fire energy coming through big time. So you may be fire, right? Aries, Leo, Sag. You might be Virgo. This is a Pisces card, but it also makes me think of Cancer all the time. So a lot of energy here around doing something, following an inspiration, grabbing an opportunity. Because the one, even though there's all this major arcana, the one card they're showing me first of all is this, the 4 of Wands. This is an amazing card. You know, sometimes it's called the 1111 card, right? It's about things flowing, moving, right? Creating an environment for you that gives you a lot of balance, happiness, a sense of relief and peace. It's about merging and partnering. So marriage, contracts, new developments, creating something, just a really powerful, positive card. And this card is what is in your field, okay? We're all surrounded, created by energy, each and every one of us. And Spirit is saying that the things that you have had to go through that have been exhausting, draining, scary, unknown, uncomfortable, just have kind of kept you down, weighed down, okay? That was part of this learning experience that you had to go through. So some of you probably had a tower moment at some point where it created a situation where you had to do some deep healing. You had to be in a space where you could get, so I'm hearing that some of you were getting messages about why things happened or replays in dreams. And as I say that, this candle just went out. So there has been something with this energy. And you know, it's funny because the nurse represents this Virgo energy of the hermit, right? And the nurses are generally about healing, caring, right? Taking the time to help. So this is you having to do that with yourself at some point. And if you haven't, it's Spirit saying it's necessary right now. There will be a lot of inner illumination. We find a sense of self-awareness, and that is powerful, incredibly powerful. When we have self-awareness, when we start to know who we are, get comfortable with who we are, okay? And that's really hard for a lot of us. From there, things start to just move in a sense of harmony, okay? And the reason that's been necessary is because you have had to go through that to move into this spiritual awakening, this opening of your consciousness to things that you've not ever dreamed of perceiving, experiencing, or encountering. So a lot of you, this is your spiritual journey. This is your movement into that next level of energy that's coming as we move forward. You hear people say 5D, the new earth, you know, what is that? It's about reconnecting with who we are at the soul level. That's what this whole ascension thing is about. That's what this whole journey in life is about. That's what this whole incarnation thing is about, right? As we incarnate, if we continue to learn, to release the karmic patterns and debts, as we continue to up-level our consciousness a little bit every time, we finally move into this space where we become these master creators. We can, like this Queen of Wands, you know, create with some fierce intensity and loving and open energy. And with that, we are able to create and embody this Four of Wands energy. She does not sit around and wait for someone else to provide it to her or for her, right? She has her own initiative. She is just full of yellow and orange, sacral chakra, solar plexus, self-worth, self-love, creativity, in flow, right? She's got this cat where she's, you know, a doer. She's independent, and cats are, you know, kind of considered to be mystical, right? So she embodies all of that power and energy to, in the end, get to this, the Four of Wands. And you did see probably here, the sun was underneath the hermit. So this is beautiful, positive energy about what's coming towards you into your life, your journey, your field, your awareness. Angel spirits and guides. What else do we have? Group 5. Ooh. Mindful groupthink, number 40. Yeah, getting out of groupthink. What did we just talk about with the Queen of Wands, right? About how she doesn't wait for someone else to do it for her. There's no groupthink with the Queen of Wands. That doesn't mean she's a dictator, but it means that she's a critical thinker that's connected to her heart space, right? Always connected to the intuition, all right? Not getting caught up in everything else that's going all around, but knowing that you have the key to unlock the path that's meant for you. Okay, this is a really powerful card. There's a lot going on in this card, but this is about those things that cause us to feel ease and grace and foundational security and some stability in life, and letting go of things that keep us stuck. Okay, groupthink takes away our abilities to manifest. Groupthink keeps us thinking small and limited. The groupthink is part of the reason that, we're experiencing some of the things that we're experiencing in the global community that are so challenging. Diligence, yeah, and the diligence here is for you to stay on this path to make sure that you don't get caught up. Look at how high this bird is flying, right? So groupthink is you're mired down in everything that people say on media, on the social platforms, what you hear certain celebrities say, because they just, oftentimes, many, not all, they jump on, a tag that they like and they just run with it. There's no independent thinking. There's no connection with the core of who we are. We are like this Queen of Wands and this illumination from the Hermit to get this nirvana. Okay, so this diligence is to maintain that higher view, that perspective. And at the bottom of the deck, you have abundance. And you know that I always say abundance comes in many ways, many forms, many fashions, right? It is about money, but it's about so much more. And we all want some sort of abundance in our life. Oh, wow. Here's another number 4. So 44, master number. This is a lot about you feeling at peace and at home in who you are. And from there, you create so much in your life that is in resonance with you. Angels of the 4 directions. That's amazing. What a beautiful card. A lot of divine support around you. Then you have consciousness, optimism, number 1. Yeah, you move into that consciousness of optimism, right? You see things for all they can be. You have ascended and you know that life can be abundant if you get away from this group think, if you stay in connection with the divine matrix, and if you continue with this judgment card as you are to raise your level of consciousness into one of optimism. That is definitely not groupthink. Groupthink is not optimism, right? Groupthink is 9 of Wands. Things are terrible. Things are awful. Things are scary. Things are horrible. Everyone's in a terrible space, in a terrible place, okay? Moving away from that. Moving away from the fear. Okay. Powerful cards. Wow. Group 5. Look at that. Number 5, to receive, you must release. What can you let go of? What do you want to receive? Well, that's a beautiful card. Many of you have begun to really let go. Many of you have really kind of realized that everybody's on their own journey. And so that's, you getting out of that groupthink, being in connection with the divine, saying, I see things for what it's supposed to be. I'm on my own journey. We're all connected through unity consciousness, right? This unity consciousness, we are all one consciousness. But within the context of that, we all have to take our own journey, experience what we need to experience in this life, right? Release what we need to release so that we can receive more, overcome, and find our 4 of Wands, which is basically, like the abundance card, without question. All right. Ooh, this just flew out. Power symbol, cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body. Healing, true healing of the mind, body, and soul. And bottom of the deck, dragonfly, you bring light into this world. So for this, cleanse, purify, and protect the physical body, when we get caught up in that groupthink, right? When we get sucked into the lack of optimism, right? When we get sucked into this 9 of Wands, whether we're experiencing it or we're kind of buying into it, it takes its toll on us emotionally and physically. It truly does. So if we can remove ourselves from that we end up having more energy physically and emotionally. We see things, feel things differently. We thrive, okay? So you have this kind of purify and healing twice message, okay? So focus on this, you embodying this, the Queen of Wands, Judgment, the Hermit, the Four Directions, optimism, abundance, receiving. You bring light to this world. This Judgment card is here for a reason. This Angels of the Four Directions, this is your ascension. This is your growth. This is your emergence into higher levels of consciousness, okay? So amazing cards, amazing energy, huge spiritual vibe to this whole thing. I love it. All right, so this is an amazing yes for you, Group 5. If something resonates, some aspect, please like and subscribe. Every month I give away a free reading at the new moon, upwards of 60 minutes. If you're interested, please like and subscribe, and in the comments section, just write I enter. As you go forward, I wish you much peace and joy. Namaste. Hi, Group 6. This is your choice. This is Aquamarine. All right, so I'm going to take only what flips. It's a general read, so don't make anything force fit. Just take what resonates. If something doesn't, choose another pile. Seven of Swords. King of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands. The Empress. And the Star. Wow, okay. Hierophant is the bottom of the deck. Look at the major arcana you have here. So the Empress, Venus energy, amazing, beautiful, strong Venus energy, abundance, creation, self-empowerment, self-belief, a connection to all things, right? Being able to create. The Star, Aquarian energy, beautiful energy regarding not only healing, but really realizing the blessings and the experiences that you've had. Standing in the pool of consciousness, meaning the things that we have experienced have changed us, have changed who we are, right? So we see things differently. And this embodiment of the Empress, this beautiful energy, the Queen of Queens, about creating, manifesting, okay? And we've got the universe coming in with this Ace of Wands about, this is your fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sag, about what are you inspired by? What makes you excited? Spirit wants to help you move into that with this Empress and Star energy. And they're asking you with this Hierophant energy, this Taurus energy, which is about a greater sense of awareness, a greater sense of purpose, and purpose doesn't have to be a spiritual purpose, okay? It can just be whatever makes you feel good inside. Okay, so there's all this support from the divine here coming in after an experience that has left you feeling stuck. So the King of Wheels, which is the King of Pentacles, this is Capricorn energy, is in reverse here. So some of you have had real challenges with your career. Your long-term goals haven't come to fruition. You've had issues with masculine energy. So fathers, brothers, lovers, it doesn't have to be a male, just that masculine energy, okay? Some of you have kind of had a little bit of setback or failures as you try to create your public image, or you're trying to make a name for yourself, and there's been some people who have said and done some things, and there's been some circumstances that have left you feeling like you just can't get ahead. You're kind of in that failure mode, you're in that stuck mode, you're in that can't get beyond the problems of lack, the problems of not being able to reach your goal, hit that pinnacle, okay? And so Spirit is really asking you to make a commitment to healing that energy, to jumping on the energy of this new opportunity of energy coming in to shift you into a state of abundance. But there is some healing that is required so that you can see the journey for what it's been, how it's had an impact, why it was necessary. Even some of the most painful things that we've experienced, and I know that firsthand. I have gone through many, many painful things my entire life, off and on. It took me a very long time to shift out of that and overcome that. For some of you, like me, it's ancestral things that you've kind of inherited, if you will, that kind of energy. It was things that you were taught when you were very young, and you have to take it upon yourself to make that change for you and for those who will come after you, right? To heal. And for those who study, the esoteric, the metaphysical, the mystery teachings, you know that the changes you make here and now not only affect the future generations, but the ancestors who came before you. Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. Perfect. Rest and renewal. And we have another number 7 here, 77. So, 77 is a number about spiritual intervention, divine intervention, the divine matrix, meaning the energy as it really is, the situation as it really is versus how it's presented to you. So Garden of Venus, and here we have the Empress, that is Venus energy, beautiful energy about renewal, about restoration, about healing, okay? About embodying something that is so abundant. Look how abundant this card is. Okay? Maybe it's about different kinds of relationships. Venus, rules Libra, 7th house, which is all about different kinds of relationships, different kinds of partnerships, different kinds of opportunities with others. Okay, so maybe it's that kind of restoration about those experiences. And then you have number 6, cosmic womb, the divine feminine. So this again is a reminder about our need to do the healing so that we can embrace that divine energy. The divine energy is about seeing things in a way where we don't see the problems and just the challenges, but we see the opportunities and the way in which we can expand and grow with it, which then brings us more abundance, that Empress energy, okay? So a lot of what's going to be necessary here, especially with the Star card, is you making the commitment to yourself, okay? And the energy as you continue to heal and see yourself differently and embody this, the universe is full of infinite abundance. I just need to align my energy to do that. And from there, this King of Wheels will turn upright, okay? That energy will shift. And then the bottom of the deck, number 15, moving out of stagnation, Dust Devil. 15 is a 6. Here's a 6, 6, 6, okay? Remember, that has a lot to do with harmony, balance, the self, love, okay? Love of self, resonating with the heart, opening up the heart chakra, opening up the heart. When we are open, we receive greater abundance, greater clarity, greater healing, okay? In all its forms. We're able to get over, surpass, these experiences that, steal our happiness like a thief in the night, okay? Number 7. So 25 is a 7. And here we have the number 7, intention, the honoring path. Yeah, so this is about honoring yourself, setting your intentions, realizing that you're going through a big transformation, understanding that you need to follow your intuition so that you can manifest what you want and have some, your intention that you're going to be optimistic about the possible outcome from these steps that you take, from this healing that you do, from this commitment you make to yourself. Okay, moving out of the status quo, which keeps us stuck, stagnation, and finding some inner peace. Really beautiful. And bottom of the deck, enlightenment. And that's perfect because you've got the Hierophant here, and the Star card. Things become illuminated. We see things differently. We understand, right? With rest and renewal, we move into different kinds of energy where we see possibilities that we otherwise don't see. We honor ourselves and our path, and we set our intention to keep moving forward. And then you have 38. The collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? So here we have stagnation. This is the number 38, which is 11. This is about too much external impact on you, too much external influence. Family, friends, media, the collective culture, some of the things you watch, read, see. Okay, so some of you might want to think pretty carefully about the things that you expose yourself because you're empathic. So if you're watching things that are negative or have energy that isn't very positive and uplifting, and I'm not saying focus all your attention on watching the Hallmark Channel. I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it. But if it's about a lot of things that are about disempowerment or negativity, you're going to pick up on that, and that's going to affect and slow your path to this new energy. So you might want to think about that. I know for me, I have to be really careful about what I watch. It definitely affects me. And then the bottom of the deck, number 14, forgiveness will set you free. What do you need to forgive yourself for? I think some of you are just really hard on yourself. I think some of you have really beat yourself up a lot over the years. I think some of you, you blame yourself for far too much. So I think that you just need to kind of lighten up on yourself a little bit, Give yourself a little bit of time to breathe. Spirit, heavenly assistance from your angels and guides. Yeah, we've got this Ace of Wands here, the Star, the Hierophant, Divine Feminine coming in, Garden of Venus. This is all the divine coming in. This is always the divine coming in to help. And then bottom of the decks, triple spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Okay, so very strong synchronistic message here for you, group 6, about honoring your path, about being open to what comes next, about seeing things differently, committing to yourself, right? Giving yourself the love and compassion and forgiveness that you need so that you can move out of some of this stuck energy, right? And find peace and abundance in all its forms, all right? So this is a yes. This has strong energy around you. There's just a little bit of, it's like you just need to throw the dead weight off. Just kick it off to the side. And I feel like there's like a heavy wet blanket on you, or those weighted blankets they use sometimes for alternative therapy. I feel like you need to kick that off and just, free yourself a little bit. But this is definitely a yes for you, group 6. So if something resonated, some aspect, please like and subscribe. If you're interested, every month I give away a free reading at the new moon. They're upwards of 60 minutes. If you're interested, please write "I enter" in the comments section, and please like and subscribe. As you go forward, I wish you peace and harmony. Namaste.